XN night blindness. It is the earliest symptom of xerophthalmia in children. X1A conjunctival xerosis. It consists of one or more patches of dry, lustreless, non-wettable conjunctiva. These patches almost always involve the interpalpebral area of the temporal quadrants as well. It is situated everywhere, also in temporal quadrants, and involves the interpalpebral area. In advanced cases, the entire bulbar conjunctiva may be affected. Typical xerosis may be associated with conjunctival thickening, wrinkling, and pigmentation. X1b biter spot. In this, we will see extension of the xerotic process seen in stage X1a. In biter, the spot characteristic feature is raised silvery white, foamy, triangular patch of keratinized epithelium situated on the bulbar conjunctiva in the interpalpebral area. It is present in the interpalpebral area in the bulbar conjunctiva and usually bilateral. Important MCQ. And temporal. It is situated at the temporal part of the eye. Means if it is nasal, this part is nasal and this one is temporal. So it is mostly situated at the temporal part, triangular patch like structure, and less frequently nasal. Yes. Conjunctival corneal xerosis X2. The earliest change in the cornea is the punctate keratopathy, which begins in the lower nasal quadrant, followed by haziness or granular pebbly dryness. In this stage, there is dryness. We can see dryness. Involved cornea lacks luster. Means 3A and X3B, explaining both in one. So corneal ulceration, keratomalacia, stromal defects. If X3A is less than 1/3 involvement and X3B is more than 1/3 involvement. So stromal defects occur in the late stage due to colliquative necrosis and takes several forms. Small ulcers 1 to 3 millimeter over peripherally. They are characteristically circular with steep margins and are sharply demarcated. Large ulcers are areas of necrosis may extend centrally or involve the entire cornea. Appropriate therapy is not instituted. Stromal defects, that is less than 1/3 of corneal surface, X3A, that is already explained, usually heals involving some useful vision, and X3B is larger stromal defects. It commonly results in blindness. Means X3AB is reversible and it may lead to blindness. It is almost irreversible X3B. And scars, healing of stromal defects results in corneal scars of different densities and sizes which may or may not cover the pupillary area. Detailed history is required to ascertain the cause of corneal opacity. Xerophthalmic fundus, it is irreversible and typical seed-like. Raised whitish lesion will be seen which is scattered uniformly over the part of the fundus at the level of optic disc. Now it has reached the optic disc, retina, almost it has reached the innermost part, and it has reached the fundus and it is irreversible.